Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to detect a fire with the help of custom segmentation model. So I have already created here a model which segment a fire, and when we detect a fire with the help of instant segmentation model, we will send alert message on our Gmail ID. So if you don't know how to use YOLO11 for object detection, for segmentation, also for creating own object detection model and creating own custom segmentation model, you have to watch my playlist, then you will get the idea how to use YOLO11. Simple. So before we move to our practical, friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and let's get started. So friends, as I mentioned, today we will detect a fire, and then we will detect a fire. Of course we have the class, and then we will send the message on our Gmail ID. So for that I have created a new repository, YOLO11 seg fire alert message. Simply I will mention the link, simply copy paste the link inside web browser, then go to the code and click on download zip, and it will download our zip format repository. As you can see, it's now downloading. So friends, we download our repository. Simply go to the file manager, then go to the downloads, and this is what our repository. Right click, WinRAR, and extract as a folder name. It will extract our repository as our folder. Go inside the folder, again we have same folder. So as I mentioned, this is what our best.pt model which detect a fire. We are going to use here instant segmentation. So then this is what our video file, vid.mp4, and as you can see, this is the car. So when we have a fire, because we create our model, it will detect the fire and it will send a frame, means it will send the fire frame images on our Gmail ID. As you can see, we have now fire. So this is what our video file. Let's just open our YOLO11 seg-track.py code. So inside code, this is the basic code for segmentation. Only I have add here smtp lib for sending email, and then email mime multipart. Simple. So this is the new modules which we add for sending Gmail. Simple. So now here at the end you will see the class. If there is a fire, then we will send email. Simple. So now we want to create an application for our Gmail ID. So how to create application for Gmail ID? For that you have to first log in with your Gmail ID. So I have already logged in with my Gmail ID. Then inside repository I have mentioned the text file, this one, emailpass.txt. so this is the link which we want to copy paste inside our web browser. So just copy as it is, copy it, copy the link, open web browser, and as I mentioned, first you need to log in with your Gmail ID which you want, or which you want to create as a server. So just copy paste the link inside web browser and then hit enter, and after that you will see this kind of dashboard, app password. As you can see, I have already tried the one password, so I will delete and I will create a new one. So simply here you want to mention any application name. So let's just mention YOLO11 Fire MSG. Simple. YOLO11 Fire MSG, you can mention any application name. So then just click on create, and then this is the password. This is the password for your application. So just copy the password as it is, copy it, and then create any simple or any normal text file on your desktop. So I have created this one. As you can see, there is already one password, so I will remove one and I will paste a new one. So this is what my app password. Done. So just click on done button and then close the app password page. Now open Tony Python ID where we have our code, and here inside our function name is send email, and then here as you can see server.login. Here we want to mention our server credentials, or we can say server details. So server is basically, for this tutorial I will create same server email as for sender email. Means here I will mention the server email, which is freedomtech85@gmail.com. so this is what my server login, and same Gmail ID which I will use for sender email. And then here, so here you want to mention your server Gmail ID, and then here we want to mention the password which we just create. So we save the password inside our text file, copy as it is, copy it and mention here, just paste it, done. And then here update with your email. So here we want to mention our sender Gmail ID. So as I mentioned, my sender Gmail ID will be same, this one. So just mention same Gmail ID. That's it. And then we have done with send email function. Now we want to mention here receiver email address. So just come at the end where we mention our if condition. If there is a fire in C, so C is basically our class names. So if there fire in C, here receiver email. So I will mention the receiver email. That's it, done. This is the changes which we want to mention here. First we want to create our app password. So for that you need to log in with your Gmail ID and copy paste the link inside the web browser which I have mentioned inside the text file, and then you need to create the app name. Then it will generate the password. Just copy paste the password, create the normal text file on your desktop and save the password. And then here inside our function you need to mention the password over here, and then the sender Gmail ID, means this is what our server Gmail ID, and then here we want to mention our sender Gmail ID. And when we detect the fire, in our while loop we have fire class. After that we will send a Gmail. So here we want to mention the receiver email, whom you want to send the alert message. Simple. Now let's just save the code. I have already mentioned the video file. Now let's just start our code. So friends, we started our code. Right now there is no fire. As you can see, no detection is there. So when we detect a fire, so here for this model I have created two class. One is basically smoke and another one is basically a fire. So when we detect a fire, it will send alert message on our Gmail ID. And friends, now as you can see, there is a fire and our model is detecting a fire and it will send a message. Done. As you can see, as I mentioned, max retries reach, could not send email, means if there is some error it will try again and it will create the message could not send email. But here it is, as you can see, email sent successfully. Because we are detecting a fire continuously, that's why we mention here if there is a fire it will send continuously images. Simple. Now if I open the receiver email, and friends, as you can see, this is what our fire detected message. We create the message fire detected. Here you will see the message name which I have mentioned, this one. Subject is fire detected. So as I mentioned, it send the message, but if there is error it will try. But first it will send a message, and because we are continuously detecting a fire, so it will try to continuously send a live images. So if there is error, again it will try. That's why there is a message like this way, max retries reach. Simple. So here it is, as you can see, we have images and there is a rectangle and there is a class name fire. Simple. Here it is, as you can see, we have all the images. This one also. So we successfully sent fire alert message with the help of YOLO11 segmentation model. I hope you learned something from this video. We will meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.